I just like I don't give a fuck. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Galetti, Cape Town. I think you can turn me down a couple of notches, please, James. My name is Joff van Reenen, and I will be conducting the auction this afternoon. This auction has officially started. Welcome to Galetti, Cape Town at the Radisson Hotel in Granger Bay. Motherland Coffee is just behind you. Toilets are just up the ramp, parking downstairs. Enjoy yourselves for the next 60 minutes or so with us, ladies and gentlemen. Patio is outside for those people that want to burst into flames. Thanks for joining us. It's what's going to be an exciting 9 or 10 lotter. I believe one was sold pre-auction. We've already taken it off. I believe we've got 9 auctions this afternoon, and it's going to be exciting at that. On behalf of the entire Galetti team, welcome to our commercial real estate auction for July 2025 auction season in Cape Town. It's going to be a busy afternoon. We have registrations on every single property this afternoon, as well as registrations on multiple platforms, which means we have live in the auction theatre in the Radisson Hotel. We have online with Samantha with the app online with Galetti as well. And please don't forget, our telephone bidders will be coming in as well via our telephone table with Samantha as well. Please be aware of those property transactions happening on multiple platforms. To get through the day, please sit down, relax, enjoy the show, get something to eat, get something to drink, and enjoy the next hour or so with us. We'd like to take the opportunity, thank you very much, for our sponsors. The Motherland Coffee are here. Web attorneys are also here. They'll be giving away free coffee and free advice for the duration of the auction. That advice does expire once you leave the hotel premises, and then you're welcome to go to the offices in Claremont. And it's how much an hour, ma'am? It's free for the first hour. Thereafter, they're going to cut you off the shins. Please, web attorneys are here. Ask away. They do specialize in real estate as well. They're here for your pleasure as well as ours. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you make use of the QR code in and around the room. If it's on the big screen in front of you, it's outside. I think we do have a few catalogs left. It's a full room again, standing room only. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. There are a few seats in front for the ladies who'd like to sit. Point your camera at the QR code. The digital catalog will pop up on your phone or your smart device or your iPad if we have run out, which I think we have officially done now. Please know everybody is registered exactly the same as you have, and you're welcome to view those documents at any time. Telephone bidders, online bidders through Samantha, through the Galetti app in iOS and Android stores, as well as live in the auction theatre with us as well. Please understand, I do see registration still happening. Once we start the auction, ladies and gentlemen, we do not stop it. The hammer will fall for the third time, and those properties will be sold. We're going to be going through the rules of auction momentarily. Please understand the conditions of sale do differ from property to property, but in general, these are the rules of auction, whereby Galetti Commercial Industrial auction is on Thursday, the 3rd of April 2025 at 12 noon, the Radisson Hotel, Granger Bay in Cape Town. Beg your pardon? Did I say April? No. Let me correct that again. Auction is the 3rd of July at 12 noon when the Cowboys come out to play at the Radisson Hotel at Granger Bay in Cape Town. Thank you, Wesley. The auctioneer and the auction will be conducted in accordance with Section 45 of the Consumer Protection Act, number 68 of 2008, hereby referred to as the CPA, and Section 65 of the CPA and Regulations 18 to 33 of the regulations. The auctioneer confirms that these rules of auction comply with Section 45 of the CPA and those regulations. Please be aware the auctioneer hereby confirms that these rules of auction were made available to the generic and general public at least 24 hours prior to the commencement of this auction. As a result, each bidder acknowledges and agrees that they've been granted adequate access to these rules of auction. Please be aware the auctioneer hereby confirms that the auction was advertised in accordance with Regulation 19 and Regulation 20 of the CPA. Total cost of the auction and conduct of the auction and all of the property, 1,480,000 rands. The right of admission to the auction is reserved, and the auctioneer reserves the right to refuse to register any natural or juristic person in their sole discretion. Highly unlikely, ladies and gentlemen, we do need those FICA documents. We do need that 50,000 rand refundable registration fee if you're not the highest bidder on any property. Obviously, if you are, we take that as part of your deposit as well. The auction will commence at the published time and will not be allowed or delayed. To allow any specific person or persons in general to take part in the auction, we did start on time to the 2nd. Unless otherwise announced, all lots are sold subject to a reserve and to a 5 business day conversion period from the date of signature by the purchaser of the auction sale agreement or confirmation period in favor of the seller. With regards to any lot which is subject to a reserve price, such sale by auction is subject to a right to bid by or on behalf of the seller or auctioneer. The auctioneer is entitled to bid on behalf of the seller up to but not exceeding that reserve price. However, such provision is not applicable to an auction without reserve. I do believe we have one on this afternoon's auction, Wesley, correct? Yes, we do. The sale in respect of any lot is complete when the auction announces completion by the fall of the hammer and the statement sold. Until that announcement is made, a bid may be retracted. We do have one lot. I believe it is a hotel up the East Coast. I will announce it when we get to that lot. Highest bidder will get that property, whatever that bid price is. The CPA provides in section 45.2 that when goods are put up for sale in auction in lots, each lot is, unless there is evidence to the contrary, is regarded to be subject of a separate transaction. Please be aware, in compliance with Regulation 26.2, anyone that intends to bid at the auction must register his or her identity on the bidder's record prior to the commencement of the auction, and such registration must meet the requirements of the Financial Intelligence Centre Act 38 of 2001, or FICA, in respect of the establishment and verification of identities of the persons, and the persons must sign the registration entry. The auctioneer may, in his or her absolute discretion, determine whether or not the requisite FICA requirements have been satisfied, and in terms of which the auctioneer may refuse to allow any person to register to bid at that auction. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a seller or a bidder today, we already have your FICA documents. Highly unlikely that we're going to refuse a bid from anybody, but however, the discretion is mine entirely. Please be aware, any bidder who intends to bid on behalf of another person or juristic entity must produce a letter of authority that expressly authorizes such a bidder to bid on behalf of that person in accordance with Regulation 26.3. The auctioneer shall compile a bidder's record and vendor's roll in accordance with those regulations. The bidder's record shall be available for inspection at any time free of charge, and that vendor's roll shall be available for inspection during the normal business hours without the charge of a fee at the premises of the auctioneers, which is now Josephine Mill in Newlands. All prospective bidders are required to pay a registration deposit of 50,000 rands in order to successfully register as a participant in the auction. The deposit is refundable should the prospective bidder be unsuccessful in securing the highest bid. The auctioneer has a trust account into which all monies will be paid for the benefit of the seller, minus the agreed commissions. All prospective bidders are required to read and understand the rules of auction and the auction sale agreement prior to the commencement of the auction. On registration, the bidder becomes bound by the rules of auction, and if he or she is successful, any person registered for the auction may object to these rules of auction prior to the commencement of the auction, and such objections will be recorded in the vendor's roll. Any objections online, Samantha? Any objections, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you. We shall proceed. Please be aware. All prospective bidders are required to read and understand the rules of auction and the auction sale agreement. On registration, the bidder becomes bound by the rules of the auction, and if she is successful, please be aware. The bidder acknowledges that it was afforded a reasonable period of time and opportunity to inspect the property prior to commencement of the auction, and as contemplated in terms of Regulation 28.5 of the CPA, which inspection the auctioneer is obliged to provide to the bidder either electronically or in the traditional manner, or physical inspection, pursuant to the applicable laws in place at such time. In terms of Section 55.1 of the CPA, goods are sold foot-toots as is, with no guarantees or warranties express or implied by the auctioneer. A bid shall be taken as proof that the bidder has inspected the goods and or the lots and has satisfied itself with the condition of the goods for which he or she is bidding on. Very important, ladies and gentlemen, you bid on these properties with all their good looks and wrinkles. What you see is what you get. What we have seen, what our sellers have told us, is exactly what we have told you and put in all the information packs. The conduct of the auction is subject to control of the auctioneer, who has the sole right to regulate the bidding procedure. The auctioneer shall only read out these rules of auction prior to the commencement of the auction if it is required to do so in accordance with Regulation 21.8. The auctioneer will announce the reason for the auction unless such reason is the normal and voluntary disposal of the property by the seller. Each purchaser acknowledges that in addition to the bid amount, the purchaser shall also be liable to make payment of value-added tax if applicable. I will announce where applicable when I go through with the sales brokers. Each purchaser acknowledges that in addition to the bid amount, the purchaser shall also be liable to make payment of value-added tax if applicable. We've gone through that already. The auctioneer shall invite bidders to make successfully high bids for the property being auctioned, and the property will be sold to the highest bidder subject to these rules of auction. Every bid shall constitute an offer to purchase. No bid may be withdrawn by the purchaser after the fall of the hammer. The highest bidder in any lot will be obligated to sign the agreement of sale of the standard auction sale agreement of sale on the day on which such bid is accepted, which agreement the bidder acknowledges to have acquainted himself or herself therewith. Any refusal and or failure by the highest bidder to sign the auction sale agreement as contemplated in this rule shall constitute a breach of these rules of auction, and the auctioneer and or the seller reserve the right to take whatever steps may be available to it in law to enforce its rights as a result of such breach. Please be aware the highest bid in respect of any lot bid upon shall pay a buyer's premium of 10% plus VAT over and above the bid price. These rules of auction may not be varied or amended unless agreed to in writing by the auctioneer, and the auctioneer hereby confirms that to the extent that these rules of auction have been amended, that these rules of auction constitute the amended version. They have been signed by myself, Joff and Rhiannon, representing Galetti. Those are the auction rules and conditions of sale, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, as you well know, I think we have 10. We had 10. One was sold pre-auction, already been taken off. We have 9 lots to get through this afternoon. Each set of conditions of sale do differ slightly, as do the properties. They're all different as well. If you're unsure of anything during the auction or post the auction, just politely raise your hand. One of the Galetti staff or one of the Galetti auction staff and corporate services, pardon? Yeah, also not a good idea. Just smile. I won't take the bid. It's okay. Politely raise your hand for any questions. The Galetti staff are here to answer any and all questions you have. Corporate services are also here, so ask easier questions for them. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Please be aware this auction has officially started. Online is ready. We shall proceed. I do believe we have a telephone bidders online as well, please. We do have a couple of sellers as well as bidders coming in from overseas. We'll be slowing it down just a little bit to give them fair chance as well. If you're watching online, thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, on the gavel cam as well. If you can see, thank you. The tall gentleman in front of the things, you can move out of the camera way because you are quite large. Thank you. Thanks for joining us on the live stream. Download the Galetti app at the iOS and Android stores. Do the search Galetti. You can bid online. You can also watch the live stream. If you are watching YouTube, please be aware, or any other social platform, beware the stream is delayed by about 5 to 10 seconds. If you want to watch it live and bid live, you've got to go through the Galetti app as well. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Any other to go, please? Lot number 1 up on the big screen. If we can all see, I believe, yes, it is. There we have it. It's the view. The first 3 properties are all student accommodation. That correct, Itai? Yes, they are. We've had a request from our buyers to do lots 1, 2, and 3. It is a single seller, and then all 3 together. We have any objections, ladies and gentlemen? That is exactly what we'll be doing. Lots 1, 2, and 3 will be done separately, and then we will join them together to decide if some of the bigger property developers want to take the bid for all 3 at the same time. Please be aware, our seller reserves the rights to take the individual bids or all 3 as a whole, entirely at the seller's discretion. Buyers online, telephone please. We are ready online. Thank you, Sam. Here we go. Number 77, Rochester Road in Observatory, boys. It's this is yours. Property stand size 370 square meters. Your data's online. It's up on the big screen in front of me. Your GLA, approximately, we think about 299 squares. Not exactly sure. It's roughly around there, approximation. Your gross income for the next financial year, just over 520,000 rands per annum. Residential 2 zoning. No VAT registration on this property. It's not vatable. Please be aware, this property is fully let. In fact, the next 3 lots, all student accommodation, all fully let. There was a small vacancy. It's just been taken up. Fully let student accommodation. The property is well maintained and professionally managed, located in a strong capital growth area of Observatory. Please be aware, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Easily accessible and well located in a student hub of Observatory. Walking distance from the UCT Jammy Shuttle, 1 kilometer from Red and Yellow Creative School of Business, and 2 kilometers from the UCT Medical Campus. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Walk to work, walk to your studies. Your student accommodation is full. We already have an opening on the property. Please, online telephones are ready. We have an opening bid already at 3 million to go. 3 million, gentlemen, and you have it, it's heading at 3 million, you have it, it's heading at 3 now. At 3 million, gentlemen, have it at 3 and a quarter, 3.555. At 3 million, 5 at 375. At 375, gentlemen, and you have it at 375, 555. Fully let student accommodation at 3,750,000 now. Have it both at the same. You're in at 4, sir. At 4, have it at 4 and a quarter, sir. At 45, 555. No, sir. It's fully let. We don't take hundreds on this one. I'll take 4 and a quarter now. At 4,250,000, gentlemen, have it at 4.22 at 200,000 now. At 200,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 4.444, selling at 4 now. At 4,400,000. At 400,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 444, selling at 4 now. Take a seat quickly now. At 400,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 444. Once. At 4,400,000, gentlemen, and you have it. Did we mention it's fully let, gentlemen? Someone's going to win it. Someone's going to lose out. At 400,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 4.4455 now. At 400,000. First call. At 4,400,000. Second call. At 4,400,000 now. Any other to go, gentlemen? 4,400,000. Where are we? Did you scream? I'll take it. I'll take as long as you want, sir. You're in. I'm looking for another 200,000. At 400,000, gentlemen. Any other to have it at 444. Any other to go now? Telephone's in. Under bidder, you're still out, sir. At 4. You got a bit faster, a bit high. It's fully let, gentlemen. 4,400,000. First call. Once at 4,400,000. Second call at 4,400,000. Gentlemen, you're going to start losing out here. All your tenants are there. You don't have to look for everyone, and they're going to walk to their studies. You're going to wait for the next one? We don't mind. At 4,200,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 4.222. You're in. At 200,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 4.2. You have it selling at 4.44. Selling it out now. At 4,400,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 4.4. Fully let property. Student accommodation, 77 Rochester. Observatory. Here we go. At 400,000, gentlemen, and you have it a fair warning. You're in. 4 million. Take your time on the phone. 4,400,000. At 400,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 600,000. At 600,000, gentlemen, and you have it a fair warning on the phone. Gentlemen, have it at 600,000 now. At 65, 5. 77 Rochester, 4,600,000. First call. Once at 600,000, gentlemen. I also take bids from children, sir, but you just got to pay for them. You sure? What's the next one? 4,600,000, gentlemen. And you've lost me, James. At 4,600,000, gentlemen, and you have it a fair warning, gentlemen, and you have it a go now. At 600,000, gentlemen, have it a fair warning on the phone. It's high, you're in. I'm honest, you're out. Think high, think faster. I'll take 100 now. I'll take 100 now, but nothing less. 4,500,000. First call. First call at 4,500,000. Second call, that's twice at 500,000, gentlemen. Any other to 5. 77 Rochester, gentlemen. Any other to 500,000. Any other to go now at 555. Telephones are battling it out. One's in, one's out. First call at 500,000. Second call at 500,000. Third and final. I'm asking 5. You sure? He's out. You're in. Last call. Sold it at 4,400,000. You've got it, sir. Telephone got it. It's high, that's yours. First is done. Please don't forget. The first 3 will put up together. You can crank it a little, James. You might need to double click, Sam. Might need to double click on those buttons. Got it? Here we go. Well done. Next up, please. 91 Rochester Road. Just round the corner, just up the road from yours as well. Telephone's ready again. Here we go. 91 Rochester Observatory, 395 Suez. That is your stand size. Your GLA, approximately 225. Approximation. Your gross income, roughly about 600,000 rands per annum. Residential 2 zoning, no VAT on this property. No VAT at all. Once again, this property is fully let. Fully let student accommodation investment. Impeccably maintained, professionally managed, conveniently located with excellent accessibility, close to key educations again. UCT's there, College of Cape Town, CPUT is there as well, located in a high growth, revitalizing area. Ready, have it, open a bit, ladies and gentlemen. Any other to go again at 3 million to go now. 3 million, gentlemen, and you have it at 3 million, 3.9, 3 and a quarter now. Way under value, sir. At 3 and a quarter, gentlemen, have it at 3 and a quarter, 3.555. At 3,500,000, gentlemen, Wesley, your man's in. At 500,000, have it, we have already got 375. At 375, gentlemen, have it, we have it at 375, 75, 75, 55. 3 million, fully let, gentlemen. Student accommodation, get it while you can. Ready is, oh, at 375 on the floor. 4 million, 3.8, sir. At 3,800,000, have it, we have it at 3.999. At 3,900,000, have it, we have it at 3.9, gentlemen, and you have to go now. 3,900,000. First call at 3,900,000, gentlemen, and you have it fully let. Observatory student accommodation. 3.9, have it at 4 million, gentlemen, back on the phone now. Have it, we have it at 444, gentlemen, and you have it at 4.111. At 4,100,000. Have it, we have it at 100,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 91 Rochester Road. At 4,100,000 now. 4.1. First call at 4,100,000. Second call at 4,100,000. 4 million, have it at 200,000 now. Have it, we have it at 200,000. 300,000. At 300,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 300,000. Telephone 2, you're lagging a little, Amanus. How's he feeling? Not that good. Little bit of COVID, we'll give him some money, give him some medicine, he'll be fine. 4 million, 3, sir. At 300,000, gentlemen, and you have it selling at 4.333, and you have it go now. How's he feeling? You sure? He's going to wait till the next one? Last one's going to go more expensive. 4 million, 2. First call. Once at 4,200,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 4.22, selling at 2 now. At 200,000, gentlemen, and you have it selling at 4,200,000. At 4.222, selling at 4,200,000. At 3, another 100,000 now. Another 100,000. At 300,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 300,000, gentlemen, and you have it to go now. At 300,000, 91 Rochester Road Observatory, fully let student accommodation. At 300,000, gentlemen, and you have it a fair warning on the phone. Amanus, how are we feeling? He's out for this one. No, it's on the phone. 4.4. At 4 million, have it selling at 400,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 4.44555. At 500,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 500,000, and you have it to go now. At 55555. At 500,000, gentlemen, have it a fair warning at 500,000. How's he feeling, Wesley? Is he out? 500,000 once. Appreciate it. First call on the telephone to 4,400,000. He's out, sir. Second call at 400,000, gentlemen. Fair warning on the phone. 4,400,000. 4.44455. In the evidence selling at 500,000 now. 91 Rochester, fully let student accommodation. Observatory, if you can afford it, is going sky high. Rocketing through the clouds. Any other to go, gentlemen. Any other to 500,000 now. At 555, we're going to confirm it if we can. At 500,000, gentlemen, how's he feeling? Any other to pay? Still on the phone. Phone, you're in? 4-5, he says that's it. We're never going to believe the man on the phone. 500,000, gentlemen, and you have it over to 555, 600,000 now. At 500,000, and you have it over to 566 to go, sir. How's he feeling, Wesley? What if I were you? Lend him the money. John, if you're watching, Wesley needs another 100,000. At 100,000, gentlemen, have it over to 500,000, gentlemen, and you have to go now. At 555, 600,000. At 600,000, gentlemen, have it a fair warning. Rochester Road Observatory is getting more expensive by the second. At 600,000, gentlemen, and you have it a fair warning. Have it at 600,000 now. At 600,000. First call at 600,000. Second call as twice at 600,000, gentlemen, have it a fair warning. Finally, and you have it to go now. At 600,000, gentlemen, have it a Callum. Here we go. At 600,000, and you have it a fair warning. Put your hand up quickly. Don't do it. At 600,000, gentlemen, have it a fair warning. 65, 65. At 600, gentlemen, have it a fair warning. Half a bit, you sure? You're going to lose it, sir. Observatory is going to be more expensive by the time this auction's finished. At 600,000, gentlemen, have it a fair warning. Have it a 65, yes or no? At 60, 65, 60, 65, 555. 4650. Speak to your buyer, Wesley. See what he says. At 65, gentlemen, have it a 65, 65, 65, 55. 4,665,000. Once at 650,000. Second call at 650,000. How's he feeling? He's bleeding out of his eyeballs, apparently. At 4,650,000, your buy's out. Telephone's in. Third and final call. Sold on the phone. 4,650,000. You got it, sir. Thank you, Retire, once again. You're smiling like they're your properties. Next month, they'll be yours. So boring at GCS. Come to auctions. It's much nicer. We pay cash here. No finance needed whatsoever. This is the last student accommodation, the third property, the third lot. Then we'll put them all up together. Somebody is adding them up, I believe. Not sure who, but they'll give me the total now. Thank you, COO. 19 Fenton Road in Salt River. I believe it's just down the road as well. Close by, you could walk there. It's yours again. Telephone bid is still online. Try and buy something, Harmonis, please. You're embarrassing us this morning and this afternoon. Stanza, he is kicking his behind. 254 square meters, Callum, there we have it. Or GLA Finley, 232 squares. Approximation, we're not sure exactly how big it is, but that's what we worked it out to with a little Google search. Your gross income, almost 560,000 rands per annum. Most of the properties fairly similar. Res 2 zoning, no VAT again. Wonderful, no VAT on the property. Speak to the attorneys here. They'll explain you how to do it. Web attorneys are here. Fully let, once again. Student accommodation, well maintained, professionally managed, good location, good materials, good amenities, easily accessible. Proximity, once again. UCT Medical Campus there, red and yellow is there as well. Strong growth potential in a regenerating area. If you didn't know how expensive properties were in Salt River and Observatory, you do now. There we have it, eligible to have an opening in the property, please. An opening bid stands at 2,500,000. 2.5 million, gentlemen, and you have it at 2.5555. At 275, ready, have 275. At 270, have it at 275, 75, 75, 55. Have it at 2,900,000, and you have it at 2.999. At 3 million, thank you, sir, and you have it at 3 million, selling at 333 now. 3.2, sir. At 3,200,000, have it at 3.2. I already have 3.2. It's in Cape Town. On the phone, you're out. 3 million to 3.444, selling it for now. At 3,400,000, have it at 3.4555. At 3,500,000, gentlemen, have it at 500,000, gentlemen. Fully let student accommodation. This is Salt River at 3,500,000 now. At 35, 55. First call at 3,500,000, and you have it a bid now. At 3.6, sir. 3,600,000. Back on the phone. Underbidder, you're in. At 600,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 3,600,000 now. At 36, gentlemen, and you have it at fully let property. Fenton Road, Salt River, and it is student accommodation. It's fully let. At 600,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 3.7, but at 7, but at 800,000 now. 800,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 800,000. At 8 of it, gentlemen, have it a fair warning, gentlemen. You missed both the first student accommodation property, sir. This is the last one. You've got to get something, sir. Surprise the wife, buy a little present in the rain. 3,800,000, gentlemen, have it a fair warning. 3,800,000 now. Another 100,000, gentlemen, here we go. At 800,000, have it 800,000. There it is, 19 Fenton Road in Salt River. Student accommodation, and it's fully let. 600,000 rand gross annual in your income in your pocket every single year. This property is going to pay for itself in a couple of years. At 3,800,000, gentlemen, and you have to go now. At 3 million, hey, first call. At 3,800,000, legitimate, and you have to go now. Second call, twice now at 3,800,000, gentlemen, have it a fair warning, and you have to go now. At 3 million, lend him the money again. Telephones, how are we feeling? You sure? I'm honest, how are we feeling? You still out? 3850 and 85, gentlemen, and you have it 85, 55. 50,000 rands, not going to scare telephone one. Your ties man is in. At 25, gentlemen, and you have it 85, 55. At 3,850,000. Who's next door in the next conference? They're not having too much fun at the moment with us. At 3,085,55. First call at 3,850,000. Harmonis, how are we feeling? Second call twice at 3,850,000. You're going to lose fully let student accommodation for 50,000. You have to be mad. 3,850,000. Don't do that. Don't give me 25. I need way more money. 25,000. This is Cape Town. It's expensive. Salt River Observatory. It's all fully let. 3,850,000 once. 3,850,000. Second call at 3.85. Fair warning, you're in. Harmonis is out. You sure? First, second, third and final call. You got about 5 seconds, sir. Hammers high. Fair warning. Last call. Sold at 3,850,000. Telephone, you got it. With that. Got it. Thank you. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a grand total. Thank you. Exactly the same. Geez, the calculator works. All three lots will now be put up simultaneously. Lot 1, 2, and 3. All fully let student accommodation properties. We have a grand total of 12,900,000 rands. Wesley, your buyer's online, please. He's online. Ita, are you ready? Give him a couple of seconds to catch up. Our figures match up at 12.9. So says the COO. 12,900,000, but I need 13. 14. I'll open the bidding at 14. We need a high bid at 14. If our big guns, our big developers want to come in, 14 million, gentlemen, and you have a fair warning at 14. Yeah, I don't mind. Please be aware our seller reserves the rights to take the individual bids or as a whole in their sole discretion. At 14 million, gentlemen, have it at 14 million, have it at 4, selling 14 now. All three properties, one bid. At 14 million, gentlemen, have it a fair warning at 14 million, have it to go now. At 14 million, have it a fair warning on the phone. How are you feeling now? Pardon? I'll take 13.5. At 13, oh yes, is he in? 14 million, gentlemen. I'll take 13.5, I don't mind. 14 million, gentlemen, having a fair warning at 13.5, 14 million now. 14 million on the phone, Jane, having a fair warning on the line, and you have to go. All three properties, 1, 2, and 3, fully let, all lots together, one bid. Pardon? 13,650. 13,650,000, gentlemen, and you have to go now. At 13.65, it's on the phone, gentlemen. At 13.65, 65,555. At 650,000, gentlemen, and you have a fair warning at 65,65. At 13,650,000, gentlemen, and you have a fair warning 13.65,555. 13.7. I'll take 100. I'll take 250,000 more. At 13,650,000, 13.8, sir. At 800,000, gentlemen, have it a fair warning at 800,000, gentlemen, have it at 800,000 now. 13,800,000, have it at 800,000. I would if I were you, sir. At 13,800,000 for all three properties, one bid could take the whole lot. At all three, have it 13,800,000, have it at 800,000, gentlemen, and have it to go now. All fully let, all cash cows, all producing. All your students are there at 800,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 800,000, and you have it to go now. At 13,800,000, have it a fair warning. Hey, first call, 13.75 at 13.75, 30 already have at 13.75, 75, 75, 55 at 13,750,000. First call. You sure, sir? First call at 13.75. Second call, as twice on the phone at 13,750,000. Fair warning, how's he feeling? At 75, 75, 75, 5, 5, 5, 5. At 13,750,000, gentlemen, and you have a fair warning, and you have to go now. I'll wait. Take as much time as you need, sir. At 75, gentlemen, and you have it over to 13,75, 75. 14, if you want to jump back in, gentlemen. At 13,75, 14,075,000, 14, and you have to go quickly, gentlemen, and you have to go now. At 13,75, that's fine. At 13,75, 14, gentlemen, how are you feeling? First call. At 13,750,000, you're in. Second call, that's twice at 13,750,000. Fair warning, gentlemen. Telephone's in, floor is out at 13.7555. No pressure, sir. Every second you wait, the price goes up. I'll give you 20 seconds. The bid stands on the phone at 13,750,000 for lots 1, 2, and 3 combined. All three are then fully let student accommodation. Getting our sellers online to take instructions. These are 19 Fenton Road, Salt River. And then they are 77 Rochester, 91 Rochester. All three of them. 2 in Observatory, 1 in Salt River, all three fully let. Take instructions from a high bidder. We'll take instructions now from our seller. The bid stands at 13,750,000. Our underbidders, you want to jump back in? Now's the chance. You've got a few seconds left, gentlemen. At 13.75, gentlemen, and you have it at 13.75, 75, 55. At 10,50,000, gentlemen, have it a fair warning now, 13.75. You have the time. He has the time. 13,750,000 rands for lots number 1, 2, and 3. It's Rochester, and Fenton. 2 in OBS. 1 in Salt River, walking distance to each other. Medical campuses, tech campuses, college campuses, walking distance. 558,000 gross per annum, with an additional 600,000 and an additional 520,000 rands. It's 1.5, almost 1.7 million rands per annum in your pocket. That'll pay for those properties very, very quickly. Give our seller another 30 seconds to make their decision. Lot 1, 2, and 3, thank you for your patience. We'd like to take live instructions at Galetti and confirm as quick as we can. Makes the attorneys much happier because they do less work, other than doing the transfers. Bid stands 13,750,000 rands for all three properties. Our seller reserves the rights to decide whether to take individually or as one lot. 13,750,000 once, 13,750,000 twice. Third and final call on the phone, 137555. Congratulations. Sold, sold, sold. 13,750,000. You got it, sir. On the phone, it's I saw it. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, those properties are sold and confirmed on the Fall of the Hammer. Welcome to Galetti. That's how we conduct our business. Lot number 4, please. Moving swiftly on. Thank you to our bidders are here. Thank you to our sellers online. Lot number 4 is the Hole in the Wall Hotel in Coffee Bay in the Eastern Cape. Just a couple of hours east of us. Kind of northeast up on the phone. We have our telephone bidder online, please, on the telephone. Thank you very, very much. Hole in the Wall Hotel in Coffee Bay, Eastern Cape. This lot will be sold without reserve to the highest bidder. The iconic 11-key hotel on the water's edge. I believe you look at the big screen, it's pretty much in the water. 10 chalets sold individually or as one lot. Wesley, we're selling one lot. No, don't go near those people. Please. Do not go near those children. Their surnames for near. One lot takes everything. We're not selling individually. One lot takes everything. 11-room backpackers, 10 chalets on the Eastern Cape beachfront location. Hotel backpackers fully staffed and low operating expenses. Chalets have access to resort amenities. 8,355 square meters. Additional land for further development. There is extra land, extra bulk potential, extra development potential. Everybody know what's happening in Coffee Bay and the Wild Coast. It's going crazy. Everybody wants to get away from the maddening crowd. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Have it open with a lot, please. Any over to go. 5 million opening bid, gentlemen. Any over to have it. We have it at 5. At 5 million rand, have it. We have it at 5 million opening bid, gentlemen. Any over to go now. At 5 million, have it. We have it at 5 opening bid, gentlemen. Have it. We have it at 5. At the opening bid stand, gentlemen. Have it at 5 million. Have it. We have it at 5. Hole in the wall, no reserve. We're selling at an opening bid at 5 million, gentlemen. Have it. We have it at 5. Telephone, how are you feeling? Hope you're feeling much better today than you were yesterday. At 5 million opening with gents, 5. Hole in the wall on the beach. How much? That's a little cheeky. It's very cheeky, actually. Hey? 500,000, gentlemen. Have it, we have it, we have it at 500,000, gentlemen. Over to go now. At 5. Have it, we have it at 580 million, sir. At 5, 1,750,000. At 750,000, gentlemen. Have it, we have it at 75. At 750,000, gentlemen. You're not buying a chalet, sir. You're getting the whole hotel. No, I'll take $1 million. At 75, gentlemen. Have it at 750,000. 50,000's dinner for two in Camps Bay. At 75, gentlemen. Have it, we have it at 750,000. Have it at 75. At 750,000. First call at 750,000, gentlemen, and you have a fair awarding at 75. You're getting the whole Hole in the Wall hotel. Everything. At 750,000, gentlemen, have it. What did he faint? He'd crash his car. For 750,000. He's bought something this morning. Buy a hotel as well. At 75, gentlemen, have it. Hole in the Wall, Coffee Bay, Eastern Cape. 10 chalets, backpackers, fully staffed. Low expenses is pretty much on the beach, gentlemen. At 75. At 750,000, gentlemen. Any other have it? 800,000. 900, sir. 800,000. Wesley, how are you feeling? At 800,000, gentlemen. Have it on the telephone at 800,000. Any other to go now? At 9. Have it. We have it at 9. Selling at 9. Yes or no, sir? 800,000. Pardon? Million. At $1 million to go, Jen. 1. You just paid for the view, sir. Now I get all the structures for free. At $1 million to go, one, any other have it fair, one, any other to go now. At $1 million, gents, any other have it fair, warning at $1 million to go. Hole in the Wall Hotel, Coffee Bay, Eastern Cape, stand size 13,000 squares. There's huge additional upside for further land development. At $1 million to go, gents, any other have it fair, warning at $1 million, any other to go now. At $1 million, one. First call at $1 million, gentlemen, have it fair, warning, any other to go now. You're going to lose a hotel for one bid. You can't be. No, we don't try. We do here at Galetti. At $1 million, second call. It's in Cape Town. That's twice. At $1 million, gentlemen, having a hole in the wall. Eastern Cape, Coffee Bay. Here we go. Hotel on the beach for $1 million rand. That's like a garage in Clifton, sir. And there's none available. You sure? 200 bidders. How are you feeling? Your wife will be so surprised you bring this one home, sir. At $1 million rand for an entire hotel on the beach. You're not going to get this kind of price anywhere in the Western Cape, that's for sure. $1 million rand once, $1 million rand twice. Telephone's out, third and final call. Thank you, sir. So that $1 million rands. Hotel is done, no reserve. Lot number 5, might be a double click again. There we go. Got it. This is Andy's property. Where's he gone? Where's he hiding? He's somewhere here. He's with his buyer outside. Andy, don't stand. We won't see it. 5, Christopher Stark Street in Atlantis. Let me remind you, ladies and gentlemen, industrial space is the same per square meter as space in Clifton. It's getting very, very expensive. Land, industrial land, predictably is at an absolute premium in Cape Town now. Everybody is semigrating with their businesses as well. Stand size, almost 6,000 squares, 5,772 Finley to be exact. Your GLA on the property, 450 square meters. Zoning industrial 1. Andy, no VAT on this property? No VAT here? No, thank you. Industrial development opportunity on serviced land. 4,329 of coverage to develop on 5,772 on the stand. Service land, 3-phase power, 150 amps for current, 450 square meter warehouse and office GLA is there already. Walking distance to public transport. Located in Atlantis, ideal for manufacturing, logistics, and sustainability industries. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready. Have an opening on the property, please. Any other to go? Any other to go now? So $1 million to go now. $1 million, gentlemen. Have it. We have it at $1 million. Have it at 125. Have it at 125. At 1.555. Have it. We have it at 1.5 million, sir. At 1 million. Have it. We have it at 175. Have it. We have it at 175. 75. 175. Have it at 2 million, sir. At 2 million. Have it. We have it at 2 1/4. Have it. We have it at 2 1/4 for 555. At 2 million. Have it at 2 million. 2 1/4, sir. At 2 1/4, Joe. Have it. We have it at 225. 225. 225. You're out, sir. At 2 million. 250. Have it. We have it at 225. 225. 225. At 2 million. 500,000 at 2.55555. Really got 2.5. 2.6, sir. At 2 million 6, have it. We have it at 2 million 6, 2.7 a bit, sir. At 2.7 a bit, have it. We have it at 2.7 a bit, have it. We have it at 2.7 a bit, sir. At 2.7 a bit, have it at 800,000, gentlemen. Any other, have it at 800,000 now. At 800,000, gentlemen. Any other, have it. A fair warning at 800,000. 900,000, sir. At 9, have it. We have it at 900,000, gentlemen. Any other to go now. At 9, high, have it, landing. Here we have it to go now. You're in, sir. At 2, don't bid against yourself, sir. It's not a good thing to do. Just stay with me. 2,900,000 at 290. Have it at 295. 555. First call. 2,900,000. Second call. That's twice at 2,950, sir. Another 50,000 for you. 3 million. At 3 million, gentlemen. Have it at 3 million. Have it at 3 million. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be kind to Galetti this afternoon. We're lifting reserve on this property. We're selling on the fall of the hammer. At 3 million, gentlemen, have it at 3.3. Do not phone us this afternoon, sir. We'll be on the golf course selling more properties. At 3 million, gentlemen, have it at 3 million. Selling it out. Any other have it selling at 3.3 now. At 3 million here. First call. At 3 million, gentlemen, have it. We have it at 3.111 in your. What does that mean, sir? Yes, I'm out. I'm feeling okay. Westmead, don't lose the property for one bid, sir. Don't lose it for one bid, sir. It's not worth it. Every property we have in Atlantis has been sold and it's going up fast. 3,050,000. Pardon? It's always cheeky, but that's how we roll at Galetti. 3,020,000. 3.1. You said no last time, so I'm not going to believe you anymore. At 3,025,000, I got 3,100,000. 3.1, gentlemen. That's what he said, sir. At another 25, sir. Might just do it. Another 25. Wesley will lend you the money. 3,100,000, gentlemen. And you have a fair warning. 3.111. First call at 3,100,000. Second call at 3,100,000. Last bid, sir. I promise he won't bid again. Don't actually know if he will or he won't, sir. Fair warning, Habasai. Appreciate it, sir. 3,100,000 last call. Sold, sold, sold. 3,100,000. You've got it, sir. Property is sold. On the fall of the hammer once again at Galetti. Next up, please, moving to the metropolis of Goodwood. Jagger Works, number 2, Druckery or Druckery, it depends where you were born. Number 2, Druckery Road in Goodwood. Justin, this is your property. Thank you for handling it. We do appreciate it. Stand size, just over 11,000 square meters. This property is enormous. One of the larger ones in the area. Your GLA, 14,197. Almost 14,200 squares. This property is enormous. Your gross, is it our net or gross, Justin? 4.4, pardon? I can't see that. What's our gross here? Our net is just over 4.5, just under 4.5. That's what you're putting in your pocket every year. It's a great cash cow, ladies and gentlemen. I would if I were you. Zoning industrial one. This is vatable. It's not vatable. Correction, no VAT on this property. Thank you. No VAT. You want to show? You want to check it? Make the call. Double check. We can tell you. Yeah, thank you. Correction is please. This is definitely a vatable property. I'll say it again. This property is vatable. I do a VAT in, VAT out transaction. Get a clever accountant to do it for you. Strong tenant demand for small industrial units in this area of Goodwood. Multi-tenanted layout allows for staggered lease expiry and income growth potential. We can also tell you vacant units are present, also an opportunity to enhance returns through active leasing. Well-managed industrial park with secure access and professional upkeep. They don't get neater than this, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jagger Works, number 2, Druckery Road in Goodwood. Almost just over 14,000 squares of gross lettable square meters. Your net on the property, just under 4.5 million rands a year. The property will pay for itself in a couple of years, ladies and gentlemen. We already have an opening bid on the property. Please add 30 million to go. 30 million rand, gentlemen. Any other, the 30 million, gentlemen, is Goodwood. Here we go. Prime position, and it is a huge building. At 30 million, gentlemen, have it, gentlemen. 30 million, any other to go now. At 30 million, 32, gentlemen. 30 million, 32. I'll take any other, have it, 32, 32. 30 million, gentlemen, have it a fair warning at 32, yes or no, sir? At 30 million, the bid stands at the opening bid, gentlemen, have it a fair warning at 30 million, and you have to go now. Not yet. I'm still waiting. It's how you feeling. At 30 million, it is good with Druckery Road. Jagger Works, here we go. Just over 14,000. At 32, gentlemen, have it a fair warning at 30 million, gentlemen, have it at 31, 1, and you have to go now. I don't mind, telephone. We paid by the second. At 30 million opening bid, gents, here we go. 14,197 squares. That's your GLA. Earth size, just over 11,000. You have used 110% capacity of this building at Jagger Works in Goodwood. At 30 million, gentlemen, have it a fair warning at 30 million. You have to go now. You won't find buildings this size again in Goodwood. They are few and far between. At 30 million, gentlemen, opening bid stands at 30 million. Have it a fair warning at 30 now. At 30 million, number Jagger Works 2, Druckery Road in Goodwood. How are we feeling? Telephone, this is the only property we've got in Goodwood. We've got nothing else there. 30 million opening bid. At 30 million opening bid, you have it a fair warning, gentlemen, and you have it to go now. At 30 million, first call. At 30 million, you have it a fair warning, gentlemen, and you have it to go now. I'll take it on the phone, gentlemen, have it a fair warning at 30. You phoned, you registered, you paid, you want the property, we know you do, sir. At 30 million opening bid, any of it? Pardon? 32.1. It is a weird bid. You sure? Thank you, sir. 32,100,000. At 32.1, gentlemen, have it 32.111, and you have it to go now. At 32.1 million, gentlemen, have it a fair warning, 32,100,000. At 32.11 on the telephone at 32.5, sir. I'll take 33. At 33 million, gentlemen, have it a fair warning, 32.1, 33.33, selling it out now. It's a weird bid. We'll take it, Finley. We don't mind. At 32.111, Samantha, and you have it at 33 million on the phone, gentlemen, and you have it a fair warning now. At 33 million, have it at 33.33 now. At 32.1, first call at 32 million, 33, sir. 33 on the phone, yes or no? Need another million to go, sir. At 33 million, have it a fair warning at 33.33. Hit him again, sir. It's here we go. At 33 million, have it a fair warning at 33.33. Yes or no on the telephone. At 33, I need a million. If you want to jump in, sir. At 32.111, 33, and you have it a fair warning, and you have it to go now. At 33 million, it is to Druckery Goodwood. Bids in. Getting back on, sir. We don't mind. This is how we do business. It's high and it's fast to Galetti. At 33, gentlemen, and you have it, and you have to go. At 33.2221, and you have to go, Mr. Cooper. At 33.33, I thought it was you. At 33, spend Dad's money now. At 33 million, and you have it, don't worry, he's not here. At 33. Nice to see you, sir. At 33 million, once. Yes, it's my middle name. 33 million if you want to be in, sir. Twice. At 33, I know, can't take 100, sir. It's over 14,000 squares of GLA. But he's on the phone with its eye. It's Goodwood at its prime best. 14,197. Perfect. 32.1. Once. At 32,100,000 second. Third and final call. 32,100,000 on the phone. Third and final call. Congratulations, sir. Sold! 32,100,000. Property sold on the telephone with Itai again. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Three lots to go, ladies and gentlemen. And join us outside for some more coffee, some snacks in the lounge, or back in the restaurant. This is lot number 7. Anton, this is your property. Where's he going? Here we go. 21 Shiraz Road, Saxonburg Park in Blackheath. Moving back to Cape Town. A little closer to the CBD. Anton, this is yours. Stand size, just over 3,060, well, 3,064 to be exact. Your GLA, 926 square meters. Zoning Industrial 1, Vatable, yes, Anton? Anton. That, yes. Focus, on job, thank you. Prime Meat Processing Facility in Blackheath. Full processing and packing facilities for beef, mutton, lamb, and pork, if you wish. Fully certified meat processing. You're just running. We run hot at Galetti, Wesley. That's how it goes. Fully certified meat processing facility, 350 amps of power supply, ample power. Yard space allows for easy loading and offloading maneuverability. Separate dispatch and receiving bays. Do you have it, ladies and gentlemen? We already have an opening bid at the mark of 7 million rands for the licensed. Anton, it is licensed? It is licensed? Yes, it is. Licensed processing facility in Yarvita Legend. Opening bid stands at 7 million. 7 million opening bid, gentlemen. In Yarvita, have a fair warning at 7 million. Have it at 7.555. At 7 million, 500,000, gentlemen. In Yarvita, have it at 75. At 7.5 million, have it at 75. Tom, your man's there. At 7.58, a bit. I can't take 100, sir. It's the whole facility. At 8 million, have it at 8.555. At 8 million, not yet, sir. I'll take 100s later. At 8 million, 500,000. In Yarvita, have it at 75. Have it at 9 million, sir. At 9 million, have it at 9.55555. At 9 million, 500,000 online. How are we doing, Sam? 9 million, 500,000, have it at 975. At 9 million, have it at 975. Wesley, your man's there. At 975. First call at 9 million, have it at 975. At 9.75. The bids it. 10 we have, sir. 10 and a quarter. Back in again at 10.2555555. At 10,250,000. Blackheath, here we go at 10.5. 10,500,000. You bought in Atlanta, so now you can buy in Blackheath. At 10,500,000, gentlemen, and you have it at 10.55555. At 10,500,000, it's Are You There? First call at 10,500,000. Second call at 10,500,000. Online, you're out. At 10.5, 1075. At 10.75, at 1075, gentlemen, you have it at 1075.55. All the licenses, all the processing facilities at 1075, gentlemen, have it at 1075, 75.55. At 1075, once at 11 a bid, sir. 11 a bid, back in at 11 million rent, 11.25, 11.25, 11.555. Online, you're lagging a little. 11,250,000. 11.25, 11.25, 11.555. First call. Once 11,250,000, gentlemen. It's How you feeling now? Second call. Twice 11,250,000, gentlemen. Have it a fair warning. Blackheath, here we go. It's licensed. It's a processing facility. It's in Blackheath at 11,200,000. 11.5. Underbid is back at 11,500,000, gentlemen. And you have it a fair warning. 11.555. 11,500,000. Bid 100, sir. I don't mind. 11.6. Nope. 11,500,000, 600,000, gentlemen, you have to go now. At 5,555, 600,000, you sure? 11.5. First call, 11,500,000. Second call, that's twice at 11,500,000. Shiraz Road, Saxonburg Park, Blackheath, here we go. Processing with all the license at 11 million. Thank you, sir. 11,500,000, last call. Got it, sir. Sold at 11,500,000. Everything's going on this afternoon at Galetti. And Blackheath is no exception. Two to go, boys. There we go. We're moving to the metropolis of Plettenberg Bay. This is Pat from Plet. That's cute. Ayatu Shopping Centre, corner of the N2 and Shishuba Street in Plettenberg Bay. They don't get more central than that, ladies and gentlemen. USave is there, Bacardi Rebels there, BN Motor Spares are there. This property is fully let, Pat. Fully let. There was a small... How much extra a year? There we go. An extra 60,000 rand a year being added on. This property, as of a few days ago, is now fully let. Anchor tenants, USave, or from the ShopRite Group. Very strategic township location, high density, with very, very little competition. Huge foot traffic and vehicle traffic past your shopping centre. Goods-based retail shows strong resilience in economic downtown. Very safe investment. Low operating costs with strong leases in place, with rates and utilities charged back to the tenants. This property is fully let. We already have an opening with the property. Please, ladies and gentlemen, 8 million to go now. 8 million, gentlemen, any over, we have it 8 million, any over, it's at 8 now. Shopping centre, Plettenberg Bay, here we go. It's a cash cow. First retail we've ever had in Platt. At 8 million, gentlemen, have it, if you want to get 8 million, any over to go now. 8 million, I'll take another 500,000, gentlemen, how the phone's feeling, any over to go now. At 8 million, opening, it is fully let, gentlemen. This building's going to pay for itself in a couple of years. At 8 million, have it a fair warning. At 8 million, gentlemen, any over a fair warning now. Penultimate property, Plettenberg Bay retail. It doesn't get hotter or better than this. At 8 million, opening with, gentlemen, any over a fair warning. 8 million now. At 85, yes, order 85, 55. USave is there, Bacardi Rebel. Pardon? That's a bit cheeky. Who's that? Albert. If you're watching the stream, Albert, it's a little cheeky. Thank you. 7 million, gentlemen, and if you want to get 7 million, and you have to go now. At 7, 7.55555. At 7, what? No, I'll take quarters or halves. That's it. Everyone's getting cheeky today. 7 and a quarter, gentlemen, 75, and again, sir. At 7,250,000, gentlemen, and you have it away on the cap rate on its fully let shopping centre, Ayatu Shopping in Plettenberg Bay. on the N2. Massive. I'd put up a billboard if I were you. At 7.25, gentlemen, 75, 75, 75. This is lot number 8, sir. 7,250,000, gentlemen, and you have a fair warning, and you have to go now. At 75, 75, 75, 55. First call at 7,250,000, 75, have a fair warning, and you have to go. Have a 75, 75, 55. I already got it, sir. New auction. Got to go up. Got to go up, sir. It's a funny thing about South African auctions. I'll take 7.5 at 7,500,000, gentlemen. 7.25 bit. Have it. We have it. 7.25 bit. Finny, and you have to go now. At 7.25 bit. Have it. A callum paddy. 7.25. 75. 555. At 75. 55. Sam, where are we going? 7,250,000. Once. Fully let shopping centre in Plettenberg Bay. 7,250,000. Second. No problem, sir. At a quarter bit, gentlemen. Have it. A fair warning. At a quarter bit. It's 7.5. Well done, sir. Strong bidding from my underbidder at 7,500,000. At 75, 75, 75, 5, 5, 5, 5. At 7.5, gentlemen, have it. Away we go. Here we high. At 7.5, 5, 5. It's high. You're out. Hermanus is in. 7,500,000 shopping centre, fully let in Plettenberg. Albert, you're going to lose a fully let property. It happens to be a shopping centre in Plettenberg Bay for one bid. 7,500,000. Cape Town's out. Telephone's in. What, did he hit a tree in his car? Is he okay? 7.5. We're going to knock this. First call. At 75, gentlemen, have a fair warning, and you have a fair warning, you have to go now. At 75, 75, 75. Pardon? No problem. 7.5, Hermanus is in. It's you're out. Perfect. 7,500,000. Once. 7,500,000. At 75, fair warning. Speak to the seller, gentlemen. Any other have a fair warning. Fully let tennis. You say Bacardi Rebel. BN Motorsport Spares or Motor Spares. There is no space available in the shopping centre. Your net has just gone up almost 1.6 million rands. First call, 7,500,000. Second call, 7,500,000. Fair warning, hammers high on the phone. Last call at 7,500,000. Yeah, he realized this is the only property we have in Plettenberg Bay. The last one we had last month in Knysna was sold over reserve pre-auction. The garden route takes a lot of value. Bid stands on the phone at 7.5. Gentlemen, have it a fair warning now. We've knocked twice at 7.5 million Plettenberg Bay. First call, second call, third and final call. Sold on the phone to 7,500,000. Thank you, Manus. It's 1 o'clock. Galetti's firing on auction day. This is lot number 9. Section 15 of Park Lane, Eddie Alexandra Road in Pinelands. Itai, this is yours again. I believe our bidders are here or online if they've made it in the traffic. I believe there was a snot up on the N1. A-grade office space with 9 parking bays. This is Pinelands. Unit is located adjacent to Vincent Pallotti Hospital. Great location. Ideal for a person in the medical field or professional services in the medical field. Property securely located in a sought-after office park. And that office park has great accessibility. Just off the freeway, office comprises 3 enclosed offices, open plan meeting area, good arterials, good amenities, ladies and gentlemen. The hospital is pretty much next door to you. The freeway is about a minute or 2 down the road from your office as well. We already have an opening bid that's coming, ladies and gentlemen, at 3,200,000. 3,200,000, gentlemen, and you have a fair warning at 3.222 now. This is the last property for the day. Next to Vincent Pallotti in Pinelands at 3,200,000. Have it 200,000. Any other? Pardon? Been to an auction before, sir. I'm calling 3.2, sir. I'll correct it online. 3,200,000. That's the opening bid. 2.9, sir. At 2,900,000, gentlemen, have it if you want to get 2.99999. At 2,900,000, gentlemen, have it if you want to get 2.99, gentlemen, in the front row. At 2,900,000. At 2.99999. At 2,900,000, lost property in Pinelands, opposite Vincent Pallotti. At 2,900,000, gentlemen, have it. Party has 2.9999 at 2,900,000. Have it a fair warning at 2,900,000. First call once at 2,900,000. Gentlemen, and have it a fair warning. Go now at 2.99999. It's Pinelands. It's in Vincent Pallotti. We've never had a property this close to the hospital before. In Pinelands, the bid stands at 2,900,000. Have it a fair warning. Go now at 2.99999. Park Lane, Eddie Alexandra Road in Pinelands, adjacent to the Vincent Pallotti Hospital. It's about 199 square meters. We have 3 enclosed offices, open plan meeting area as well. The bid stands at 2,900,000. Vincent Pallotti Hospital is opposite this property. First call at 2,900,000. Second call as twice at 2,900,000. Fair warning. Last and only property we've had in Pinelands for a while. Once, twice, third and final call. Congratulations, gentlemen. Sold at 2,900,000 rands. 2.9. Wesley, that's your buyer. That property is sold, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks very much for joining us. That is the end of the auction. Our next auction in Cape Town. 5th of August, same time, same place, Radisson Hotel, Granger Bay. My name's Joff van Renen. Thanks very much for joining us, and good night.